Welcome to our Hylo live series. Today we have Liz with us. Hi, Liz. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Amazing, amazing. I'm really excited about our conversation. So tell me about you and your mission. What's currently alive?
Yeah, so I am on the leadership council for We the Change, which is a collaborative of women and non-binary owned businesses that are purpose driven. So we sprang out of B Corp. So many of us are B Corps, but not all of us. And the idea is we're coming together to find ways to collaborate and grow each other's business with other companies that are also values aligned.
That's amazing. I love that. And are the businesses mostly US based? Is it global? Like what is the community? How big is the community?
Great question. There's most of us are in the US, but we do have it is a US and Canada organization, so we're growing in Canada. But in this virtual world, I believe we just had a member got in touch with us from Italy, and one of our leadership council members goes back to Mexico. So it's it's global, but I would say that US and Canada based companies will probably find the information most relevant.
I love that. Amazing. So how did you discover Hylo and how are you using it right now for your community?
So, like I said, Be the Change grew out of being a kind of informal network of B Corp. And as they formalized, we wanted to really go beyond like Google listserv or just emails and really have a way to connect, really authentically and meaningfully connect with each other. So as we formalized the organization, we hired staff, we started really formalizing the membership process. We needed something that would respond to that would provide a way for us to connect with each other, to keep those connections going, not just one long email of what was going on. So we investigated a bunch of different platforms. I actually wasn't on the leadership council during that, so I don't know what else they looked at, but Hylo really came to the forefront as something that was, affordable for organization, a nonprofit organization of service leaders, and then but also really values aligned with us in terms of exactly what you said, building our community, not just having transactional interactions, but building a community in a way that felt right to us.
Absolutely. I love hearing that. One of the most interesting features about Hylo is the ability to also tap into other communities. Have you had a chance to interact with other communities on Hylo, or have you mostly been within the We the Change community group?
Jasmine, that's a great question because that's what we're looking at. That's one of our plans for this year is to look into tapping into other organizations. Right now, it's been primarily like the leadership of the organization that's going to what Hylo offers in terms of this is what's coming next. I've had the opportunity to connect with some other leaders on some of those calls, and we really want to open that up to our membership.
I love hearing that. And please let us know how we can support you because Hilo has so many different communities from all over the world that are values aligned. And so what you're doing is really amazing. And I love to focus on women businesses as well as a core function. So that's really, really cool. Um, so I would say, what are some stories? Like, tell us something that happened between the members within We the Change that you feel proud of. You want the rest of the community to know.
Well, what I find on Hylo is that I will connect with someone, in person, and it feels like I know them already because we've been able to connect in this way via Hylo. One of the things I recently did and asked me anything, like an AMA about funding circles, and we had a tremendous amount of comments and ways that people were connecting, not only like from me to them, but connecting with each other, both in the US and Canada about what's available to them, how they could search other videos, search for alternative funding sources. The other thing is we're having a retreat in April in Denver. And would love anyone in the community who's interested to, and in that area or interested in traveling to come check it out. But, we put it out to our network on Hylo. What are you interested in seeing? And again, in this time when people really feel the need to organize and find community, but also very have real needs for their businesses. They really were like, we want to get together and do purposeful work to grow each other's businesses. So it was great to have that way to connect with them immediately so we could immediately respond to what they did.
I love that. Yes, please do share about the retreat. We can post it on the Global Hilo network so that people can be aware of it. So I know you mentioned one of the priorities this year is to start to tap into other groups. But what is one of your biggest needs as a community, and how can people connect with you for support?
So there's a couple things. One, I mean, the retreat is great, right? We have an event coming up in April, so would love to have any women or non-binary identifying companies come and talk about what they want to see going forward. But then also we are also investigating alternative sources of funding, so ways to use philanthropy. Again, that's values aligned in ways that can support both their organization and the members. So if there are impact investors or philanthropic organizations that are interested in what our community is doing, would love to hear from them.
Beautiful. Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Liz, for this great interview. We're so excited for you to be part of the Hilo ecosystem, and we can't wait to talk to you soon.
Thank you, Yasmin.